Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
They are saying Wendy Williams is selling her items. This is an everything must go type of deal. Even the purple chair. Now, what's going on, Wendy? Now, I know she's still in battle with the bank, Wells Fargo, taking her money, and they paid her bills as long as it was bills that they were used to seeing her pay out of the account before. And then they gave her a permanent financial guardian. But why is Wendy selling all of her stuff? And why is she selling the purple chair? We are going to get into that and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Wendy, how you doing? Like, for real, how are you doing? Because the news that's coming out as of late, it's a little bit troubling. Now, the news is that Wendy is selling everything out of her $3 million penthouse because she is planning to move to LA and wants to be out with the old and in with the new. And according to friends, one of the things that she's planning on selling is her coveted purple chair. Now, one would think, is Wendy struggling and needs the money, or is she really trying to be done with this old era of her life and start anew? And then one would also ask, how is Wendy's mind? Is she able to make these decisions? Is she the one making these decisions? Inquiring minds want to know. So let's get into this article and figure out what is going on. An insider close to Wendy Williams tells The Sun that the former queen of daytime TV recently told her friends that she is eager to move to Los Angeles in early April. Early April starts tomorrow and ends in 2 weeks, so I'm not sure how early Wendy is trying to move. However, I did look online and I did not see that her penthouse was listed on any realtor's website. However, Wendy does have many homes that she still has listed under her name. She doesn't really get rid of a home, so I can see Wendy possibly living by coastal, one home in New York and the other one in LA. Now, reading on, Wendy has been calling people asking them to help her sell all her stuff. She is asking for recommendations on places that can sell furniture for you. The insider added that in her preparation for her move, she wanted to see how she could list items in her home, which could potentially include her iconic purple chair, among other keepsakes. Now, according to page 6, Wendy was actually looking to resell things on the website The Real Real, and that website pretty much resells high-end items at a good price. Now, in that same page 6 article, an insider told page 6 that they don't believe that Wendy is actually moving to LA. They said that she seems to be unwell. Now, Wendy's rep Sean Zanotti did tell page 6 that Wendy is getting rid of items for spring cleaning. This is what people do this time of year. Now, this rep seems to be doing a lot of cleaning up of Wendy, running her mouth, saying different things, because last week Wendy was telling friends that she's no longer doing the podcast. The rep had to come back and say, no, the podcast is still in the works. So Wendy went from getting ready to do a podcast to, I'm not too sure if I still want to do this podcast, to, yeah, the podcast is still on, and then a possible reality show. Now Wendy's wanting to move to LA to further her television career. It's hard to know what's the truth and what's not, and what the rep is trying to cover up and what's actually real. Now, they're saying that Wendy definitely is trying to move back to LA. She wants to be there basically within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and she wants to get back on television. That's where she is the most comfortable. Now, in the day in life of anyone else, that would be all good and dandy. However, this is the life of Wendy Williams. Just recently, there was a rumor report that Wendy was seen drinking in New York City in a bizarre night out. And this was just 5 months after she had just left rehab. Wendy was seen club hopping in Manhattan, where she visited places like Fresco by Scotto and the gay bar, The Townhouse. Now, a source told page 6 that Wendy kept saying, I want to get drunk tonight. Rob Schuler from the Naughty But Nice podcast was there, and he said that Wendy sat by herself and looked lonely, but she lit up like a Christmas tree when she saw someone she knew. Now, Rob said they ate and drank, and when it was time to leave, Wendy suggested that they go to a bar. Now, during this time, they were chilling, they were drinking. Wendy was not hiding her drinking, and at this point, this is when Wendy actually stated that she wanted to move to LA. Wendy also told everybody at the table that she was looking for love, and she wanted to be like Sex in the City, and she was looking to something. So when they went to the club, the Townhouse, they're saying that Wendy asked the doorman, "Do you watch the Wendy Williams show? I'm Wendy Williams." Now, I'm not sure why Wendy talked to the doorman and told him who she was, because once she got in, everybody knew who she was. It was pure pandemonium. Everyone's taking pictures and posing with Wendy, having a good time, and Wendy seemed to enjoy it. Now, on nights like this, it's sad that Wendy does not want the night to end, but it's not surprising. You all know that Wendy has had quite some troubling years. At this point, Wendy probably feels like she's lost everything. Wendy's lost her husband, her mother. Her son is out living his life. She's lost her money to Wells Fargo because they're doing whatever they're wanting to do with it. Wendy has lost her show, which was truly like her baby. And not only that, Wendy clearly doesn't have any friends, because if she did, all of these stories wouldn't be getting out the way they are. Now, I can understand just looking at this outwardly, Wendy does seem very lonely, and her life does not seem as happy as many would probably think it should be. And honestly, unfortunately, that bottle is probably giving her temporary help to the troubled past and life that Wendy is currently living. However, it's just a temporary relief. It's definitely going to lead to a permanent pain, and that's what rehab was trying to get Wendy to avoid, but it does not seem like sis was fixed. Wendy spent 2 months in an undisclosed rehab facility, and when she got out, her rep said that Wendy was better than ever. However, with these type of antics, it does not seem like that is the case. Now, with her rep saying that this podcast is still on, her working on this reality show, and her possible move to LA, Wendy seems to be juggling more projects with more stress on her hands than she did in her younger years. Now, with a team of yes men and no one really there to give Wendy a stern helping hand, like, this is who you should trust, Wendy. Y'all don't record Wendy. Don't let anybody know where Wendy is going. Wendy is going down a road of destruction, and sis has absolutely nobody there to help her. I am unsure if we will ever get the old Wendy back that we grew to love. However, I believe that we can grow to love a new Wendy. However, Wendy has to learn to love herself, and hanging out with these friends who Wendy knows are not really her friends. Wendy loves these yes men. Wendy likes to be the life of the party. Hanging out with these people and going out drinking, knowing what drinking gets Wendy is not learning to love herself. I believe Wendy needs a lot longer stint in rehab than those 2 months that she got. And the general consensus believes that Wendy does need new management. Management that Wendy has is not helping her whatsoever. And putting someone on TV while they aren't well never truly helps them. It ends up hurting them. Anyway, tell me what you think about everything going on in the life of Wendy Williams. Do you think that she is truly going to move to LA? And what do you think about the reality show and her going out drinking with these friends that are not really friends? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.